What's up, guys? It's Brad on channel. Tonight we're doing a review from Monday Night Raw, so let's get to it then. The show goes to ringside, and Gunther makes his way out. Jackie Raymond is in the ring, and she asks Gunther about his match with Damien Priest on Saturday. But before she gets her answer, she brings out how Gunther tried to attack Damien Priest backstage last week. Redmond says Gunther's WWE run has been dominant, but since he lost to Cody Rhodes, he's changed, and that people are saying Gunther has lost his confidence. Damian Priest makes his way to the ring and confronts Gunther. Priest says everyone knows the old Gunther is gone and his old killer vibe is gone. Priest says the reason Gunther is like this is because he's never had to deal with a problem like Damian Priest, and at Survivor Series he'll win back his title. But what happens to the ring general when he loses to a guy from the streets? Gunther cheap shots Damian Priest with the mic and mounts him and delivers some punches and kicks Priest in the face. Gunther sends Priest outside the ring and starts clearing the announce table. Priest slams Gunther against the post and hits Razor's Edge on Gunther, smashing him through the table. Priest poses with the belt over a fallen Gunther. Alright, backstage, Bianca Belair is stretching because Naomi comes by and asks about Jade Cargill and talks about who will be Cargill's replacement. Io Sky comes by and suggests Kairi Sane. Naomi suggests Bayley. They start to argue and Rhea Ripley walks up to them and says whoever the fifth member is better stay out of her way. Belair leaves saying she has a match to worry about. Alright, first match coming up, Tornado Tag Team match, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Julius and Brutus Creed. Alright, the bell rings and Julius attacks Rey and Brutus attacks Lee. Julius takes out Rey and the Creed double team Lee. Lee is swung into Rey and the Creeds work on Lee, who uses his speed to get the upper hand. Mysterio hits a springboard moonsault and an LWO double team Brutus and cover for a near fall. Brutus is able to smoke Rey and send him outside the ring, and Brutus now has Lee on the turnbuckle. Lee goes for a double stomp, but Julius runs out the ropes and suplexes Lee off the top rope. Lee kicks out of a pin, and Rey comes back in and gets on Julius's shoulders. Lee hits Hurricanrana on Brutus on the apron, and Julius clotheslines Rey, who was setting up for a 619, and we cut to commercial. We come back from commercial break, and Julius and Rey are battling. Julius Creed lifts up Rey and throws him down and takes out Lee, sending him out of the ring. Julius hits a 450 splash, and Lee breaks a pin. Lee now beats on Brutus and hits a float over DDT on Julius and covers him. Brutus breaks the pin and attacks Lee. Lee gets on the top turnbuckle, and Brutus joins him up top, as does Julius. Mysterio takes out both legs of the Creed brothers, getting them tangled in the ropes, and Lee hits a double stomp on both men. Outside the ring, all four men go at it. Julius gets back in the ring, and Rey sets up for a 609. The ref gets distracted, and Chad Gable comes into the picture and turns Rey's mask backwards, and he's rolled up for the 3 count. So winners are the Creed brothers. Oh, my camera's not messing up. Keep an eye on that. Alright. We get a recap of the Bloodline storyline and the return of Paul Heyman and CM Punk backstage. The Judgment discussing the Nia/Bianca match tonight. R-Truth gets in with the group and says he's hiding from Butch. Finn Balor makes him leaves and discusses how the Judgment has been failing getting the job done. Balor pep talks to Judgment and says there are no leaders in the Judgment Day, but when they listen to Balor, they're one big happy family. Our second match coming up is Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker, who's a champion, versus Ludwig Kaiser. By the way, there were 5 matches tonight because of the Survivor Series and stuff. So, anyways, alright, Braun Breaker attacks Kaiser and suplexes him. Kaiser lays some punches on Breaker, and Breaker comes back with some punches of his own. Breaker zips across the ring and clotheslines Kaiser to the mat. Breaker sits Kaiser on the top rope, but Kaiser headbutts him down, and Breaker is able to fight through and slams Kaiser down with a backbreaker. Kaiser rolls out of the ring, and Breaker tries to run at him and spear, and Kaiser moves out of the way, and Breaker slams into an announcer's desk corner first. Go to commercial. Damn, he hit that commentary desk hard. Anyways, Kaiser has Breaker in an abdominal stretch. When we come back from break, Kaiser punches away at Breaker's sternum and kicks Breaker in the chest. Kaiser slaps Breaker around, and Breaker starts to get to his feet and fights back and hits a flying clothesline. Breaker clotheslines Kaiser some more and lays him out on the mat with a power slam. Breaker hits a top rope Frankensteiner on Kaiser and goes for a spear, and Kaiser counters with a kick to Breaker's head. Breaker rolls out of the ring onto the steps, and Kaiser exits the ring to kick Breaker, but Sheamus comes out and takes out Kaiser. So winner is by disqualification, Louis Kaiser. So yeah, Sheamus came out during the match. Um, Sheamus beats on Kaiser, and Breaker comes by and confronts Sheamus for causing him the match. All three men start fighting, and officials come down to break them up. We get another commercial break. We come back for commercial break, and all three men are still fighting. Are still fighting. Adam Pearce comes out and says, since they all want to fight, there will be a triple threat match with the three for the Ice and the Continental title. We get another recap of the Bloodline saga and the return of Paul Heyman and OG Bloodline's fifth member, CM Punk. Captain Kelly is backstage with Jay and Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn. Zayn says he's never imagined their fifth member being CM Punk, and that Punk and Reigns will sit down and chat on Friday. Zayn says he doesn't know if they can trust Punk, and Jimmy says they can because the wise man says they can. Yep, there you go. Alright, third match coming up, WWE Tag Team title match, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, who are the champions, versus the War Raiders. Eric and Finn Balor start the match, and Eric brutalizes both members of the Judgment Day. McDonough is sent outside the ring, and the Raiders double team Balor. Ivar is the legal man, and Ivar rolls off the apron onto both McDonough and Balor on the outside, and we cut the commercial. We are back from break, and Balor has Eric on the mat, and Balor is working on Eric. Sorry guys, my camera's not messing up. Eric on the mat, and Balor's working on Eric's neck. Eric tries to tag, but Balor is able to hit a dropkick and covers for a 2 count. McDonough is tagged in, and they keep tagging in and jumping and out, tagging in and out, jumping on Eric. McDonough clobbers Eric in the corner, tags out to Balor. Balor and Eric trade punches, and Balor hits a neck breaker on Eric and covers for a near fall. Balor tags in McDonough, who misses splash, and both men are down. Eric almost tags and is stopped by Balor, and who was just tagged in. Balor and hits Eric, who hits him back and tags out, and Ivar comes in and decimates McDonough, who was just tagged in. Ivar sits on McDonough and kicks Balor in the face. Ivar slams into McDonough and tags out, and the Raiders double team McDonough and cover. Balor breaks it, and Carlito and Dom run to the ring and try to interfere. Eric and Ivar double team McDonough in the ring and cover for near falls, but Dom puts McDonough's foot on the rope. Eric takes out Carlito, and Dom and Balor cheap shots Ivar, allowing McDonough to get the pin. So winners and still WWE Tag Team Champions to Judgment Day. Damn, man. If it wasn't for Dom they would have won. Anyways, backstage, the New Day is talking about their 10-year anniversary next week and how it will be the best day of their lives. They get amped up and head out to their match. Alright, fourth match coming up. This is a short match. The New Day versus the Alpha Academy with Maxine Dupree. Otis and Kingston start the match after some arguing between Kingston and Woods, but Woods tags himself in right away. Otis takes down Woods, and Kingston hits a caterpillar on Kingston. Otis tags in and Tozawa, and he has a senton on Woods and gets the win. Sorry, I didn't say that correctly. Alright, so winners, the Alpha Academy. The New Day argues as they leave the ring. They walk backstage and continue to argue. Woods says Kingston was garbage. Kingston says he's done everything for Woods. He gave Woods the Intercontinental title shot and win King of the Ring, and that there is a reason Woods doesn't call the shots. Woods says he's the reason Kingston was a champion. Kingston tells Woods that there is a reason Woods has never held singles gold, and that the reason he hasn't because Woods isn't good enough. The two stare each other down, and they stare each other down and say they'll see each other at the anniversary. Damn, that was a lot of drama right there. Holy shit. Can't believe it. That was a lot of drama right there. Anyways, the final testament, the Miz are backstage, and the Miz tells them he says the White Six are he says the White Six are here. Karen Cross asks if they saw him. Miz says they didn't. Cross tells Scarlett to stay behind because of what Bo Dallas said last week. And AOP, Miz and Cross leave to find the Scarlett stays behind, and the mirror she sees Nikki Cross, and we get a commercial break. Damn. All right, we come back from break, and the final testament is walking backstage, and Pete Dunne asks The Miz if he's seen Truth. He says he hasn't, and they head back to their locker room area. When they enter their room, Scarlett is sitting on the ground, and she loses her mind and starts being Karen Cross, fighting him off. He tells her it's him and asks who did this, and she says Nikki Cross. Earlier tonight, Ann Pierce announces there is now a women's Intercontinental Championship, and that there will be a tournament to determine who will be crowned the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. Earlier tonight, Ann Pierce announces there is now. Okay, sorry, this person typed the same thing over again. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Backstage, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Nia Jax are talking backstage and discuss how they'll win because it's 5-on-4 at War Games. Jax says her match tonight isn't about beating Bianca Belair, but it's about squashing Belair. Alright, fifth match coming up, main event, War Games Advantage match, Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax. The bell rings and Jax runs at Belair. Jax squishes Belair in the corner, and Belair comes back and kicks Jax and punches her. Belair drop kicks Jax out of the ring. Belair jumps at Jax, but Jax catches Belair and slams her into the ring post. Jax throws Belair into the barricade and cut to commercial break. Back on Raw, Jax is in the ring. Belair has her caught up in the ropes. Jax slams Belair and jumps on her and covers for a near fall. Jax attempts a sumo drop on Belair, but misses, allowing Belair to get some offense. Jax runs at Belair, who moves out of the way, sending Jax into the ring post. Belair flies over the top rope. It's a crossbody on Jax. Belair gets Jax back in the ring and misses a springboard moonsault. Jax hits a leg drop on Belair and covers for a 2 count. Jax Belair to the corner, and she hits a second rope leg drop on Belair for a near fall. Jax boots Belair on the mat, and Jax goes for an annihilator with her, but Belair is able to get her first. Belair slams Jax off the top rope and hits a springboard moonsault for a 2 count. Jax headbutts Belair, and Samoan drops Belair, and Belair gets to her feet before Jax could hit her with the Annihilator. Okay, there you go. Belair suplexes Jax off the middle rope, and the turnbuckle gets ripped off. Belair attempts a KOD, but Jax counters it and sends Belair neck first into an exposed turnbuckle outside the ring. Jax hits a Samoan drop on Belair on the announce table. Jax sends Belair into the steel steps as well, and then gets back in the ring. Bayley runs in and takes out Jax, allowing Belair to hit her 450 splash to win the match. So winner is Bianca Belair, and the crowd was kind of okay. So Bayley looks on and smiles as the show goes off the air. So yeah, that was a good show tonight. So I enjoyed it. Very good show and stuff. So yeah, and the crowd was silent because they don't know they could trust Bayley or not. So that's why the crowd was kind of silent when the show was going off the air and stuff. So yeah, so good show tonight. Very good. I enjoyed it a lot for the go home show for Survivor Series 2024 this coming Saturday and stuff. So there are 5 matches for Survivor Series this Saturday. So yes, I counted. So yeah, anyways, very good tonight. Can't wait to see what happens on Friday. So yeah. So anyways, that was this first video. Hope you like and stuff, and not whatever. Yeah, that was it, and I see you guys in the next video for AEW Dynamite. All right, laters.